Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing the 1989 movie Roadhouse, starring Patrick Swayze, Kelly Lynch. Also, you have Kevin Tighe, I always call him Colonel Tighe, Kevin Tighe from the show Emergency. And also Sam Elliott is also in this film. And Ben Gazzara, who plays the villain in this movie. Because Roadhouse is one of those stereotypical 80s movies that's completely and totally plotless. I mean, pretty much. And of course, to this day, people make fun of this movie to this day. Even though Patrick Swayze is the star of the film, and as well, I mean, other than Dirty Dancing and Red Dawn and The Outsiders, this is one of the movies that Patrick Swayze is known for, unfortunately. And this movie, this movie, and it's the first time in years I've seen this movie, and it's like a giant turd. I mean that's how this movie is. And I'm a guy. I'm saying this because usually guys like Roadhouse, I know, but one of the few heterosexual men who hates this movie, who doesn't really care for this movie. For those few of you out there who don't know the movie Roadhouse, Roadhouse stars Patrick Swayze as a guy named Dalton, and that's all he's called through the whole movie. No first name, no last name, that's Dalton through the whole movie. And he plays a bouncer in this particular bar. And Kevin Tighe, or should I say Roy DeSoto? I'm calling him Roy DeSoto because that's the character he played in the 70s television show Emergency. So Roy DeSoto. Sorry, Kevin. Roy DeSoto sees Patrick Swayze Dalton in action and says to hire him for his bar. And his bar is like the worst bar in the country. There's a lot of fights, a lot of drunks and stuff. So he comes in to clean up the place, basically to clean up the place, and which he does. He was pretty successful at. And then this other guy who pretty much runs this town, Ben Gazzara's character, pretty much runs this town. He wants to hire Dalton for his business, to be about to that. And so he's not interested. He likes where he is, and he doesn't like to stay in one town for very long. He's just doing this for a temporary basis to clean the place up. And as soon as the place cleans up, I'm going to move on to the next town, or move on to the next city, or whatever, or next business opportunity, and all that stuff. And so Ben Gazzara's character is trying to do everything he can to bring this business down, because what he does is he bribes all the businesses in this town, except for Kevin Tighe's character and Patrick Swayze's landlord, Red, who owns another business that doesn't pay this Ben Gazzara any money. He goes after him with everything he has. And he burns down Red's business, and he tries to ruin Kevin Tighe's bar in every conceivable way possible. So of course, by the end of the movie, you had this huge big fight between Patrick Swayze and Ben Gazzara's goons, and that's what you have in this movie. You have one huge fight scene right after the other, one attack scene right after the other, and you do have a love sequence, or a love subplot between Patrick Swayze and Kelly Lynch. And Kelly Lynch plays a local doctor who stitches Patrick Swayze up, and then he gets cut a couple of times in the bar fight. And she's having to be the niece of Patrick's of the Red character in the film. And you see her completely naked in this film, which is not that bad thing because Kelly Lynch is kind of hot. And she was hot for a little bit. She was also in the movie Cocktail as well. So you see how smoking hot she is, and you do see her naked, and there is one scene in this movie. I should not tell people. You see Patrick Swayze's ass in this movie. I am not interested in seeing Patrick Swayze's ass at all. Kelly Lynch, yeah. Patrick Swayze, no. But you do see his ass, and you do see him do all this karate or this kung fu shit to the whole movie, or this yoga crap that he's doing, all those moves. and he's trying to make the fight sequences look like dance sequences. For doing I mean, there's only like 2 years removed from doing dancing, his most famous role. So you have all that stuff going on, and the fight scene at the end. That's what the highlight for this film is, and of course the big joke of that scene is, of course, the villain in this movie, the Ben Gazzara, gets killed by the other townspeople. This is out by Kevin Tighe and some of the other guys who Ben Gazzara screwed with in this film, and they all killed him. And here comes the sheriff. He said, "Did you see any? Do you know what happened?" "No, I didn't see anything." "Did you see anything?" "No, I didn't see anything." "Did you see anything?" "No, did you see anything?" And they all deaf, dumb, and blind. I forgot to tell you, the Sam Elliott character was supposed to be Patrick Swayze's mentor in this film. He kicked ass. Sam Elliott really kicked ass in this film. I mean, his character is like drunk half the time, but he really does kick ass in this film, and I thought it was. And usually he's very reliable, Sam Elliott, in his roles, but he really kicked ass in this film, and he was really, really good. And he gets and I should mention, he does get killed off by the villain in this, or at least the villain's goons in this movie, and that's what inspires Patrick Swayze or Dalton to kill the guy who killed Sam Elliott's character, and then he goes after the Ben Gazzara character in this movie. But this movie itself, I thought it was okay film. It is an iconic film in terms of for Patrick Swayze fans. I'm a mild Patrick Swayze fan from Dirty Dancing and the North and South series, and The Outsiders. I should also mention The Outsiders. This is really Patrick. I think The Outsiders was really Patrick's first ever movie role, and The Outsiders is better than this one in terms of Patrick's performance, I should say. But this film is good. It's entertaining. I mean, it is what it is. It is entertaining for what it is, and I'm not going to complain for people who like this movie. It's like a real crazy, messed up film from beginning to end. So that's my review of the movie Roadhouse. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel. And please forward this video on your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at RowdyC.com. So WDY and that's C.com. Homepage and Rowdy Reviewer, Christy Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.